Hi everybody, it's me, Sissy. Back today I have an Amazon haul for you, and this is all low carb things. So we're going to talk about low carb keto for a minute, and then I'll get to the haul. I went on low carb a few years ago. Yes, my pup-pup's licking the bowl, so y'all going to hear some noises. I just fed him. But anyway, I went on low carb and I lost a lot of weight, like 200 pounds. And I did really, really good. But I'm an emotional eater. I eat my emotions. I eat when I'm happy. I eat when I'm sad. I eat when I'm stressed. I eat when I'm not stressed. I guess I'm just an eater, not in my. But anyway, I had a really hard year, like everybody, with the pandemic, and then Mom was sick, and she had moved in with me and everything, and that was a lot of stress. And then there was more stress. She died, and then my sister's boyfriend suddenly died very unexpectedly, and that was a lot of stress. And I found myself not eating low carb. I was eating to feel better, which made me feel worse, so it doesn't really make sense. But in my brain it was comfort food, but it was not very comforting because I felt awful. I've gained a lot of weight. I've got the scale, but I've not got on it yet. But since the new year, I have been sticking to low carb, no sugar, trying to get to feeling better, because I felt so good when I was on low carb and I lost all the weight. I felt good, I looked better, I was more active, my mental state was much better, I was much clear-headed. But it's crazy what we do to ourselves. But because I knew when I was eating the potato chips and the breads and the cookies and the cakes, I always had an excuse. Oh, well, you know, when Mom died, people brought food, and it's a Southern thing we eat. Love equals food. So they loved me. I ate the food. I didn't want to hurt their feelings. When, you know, I could have just put the food aside and not ate it, and they never would have known the difference. But I did. I ate everything that wasn't nailed down, y'all, and I am paying the price. I have gained so much weight. I don't feel good. My clothes don't fit. And I just feel awful. Why did I do it to myself? I don't know. I don't know. But I don't want to be that person that I was. So, I have gone back to the low carb. It's been 11 days now with no sugar, no bread, no potatoes. Everything that's really high carb I have cut out. Before, when I first did the low carb thing, I did 20 carbs a day, which is very limited on carbs. I didn't count fiber, which everything I've read since then was I was torturing myself, because I really do love vegetables. I love tomatoes and broccoli and cabbage, and I was limited in how much I could have. But this time around, I am going to do low carb, not strictly keto, but low carb. I'm trying to keep my net carbs under 20 a day. So now I'm going to show you the, and you don't need these things to do low carb. You can do low carb and never buy any of these things. You can just go to your grocery store, read labels. If it fits into your 20 carbs a day or 7 carbs a meal, 7 net carbs a meal, that shouldn't spike your blood sugar, so you should be able to lose weight on that. But I do like to bake. Sometimes I like to have a little sweet treat, or I like to have a bread substitute, because I must be Italian in the past life, because I love nothing more than some bruschetta, some bread. That's my thing. So I do have some bread substitutes. They are not keto in any way. They are low carb, but they are not keto, because they do have wheat in them, and keto is big on no wheat, no gluten, I mean stuff like that. I don't know about the gluten, but no wheat and stuff. But I have been eating some wheat products, this is my favorite keto product so far, and I just found this. I saw an ad on Facebook, and usually I'm very leery of them, but this is Mr. Tortilla. Presents the tortilla box, which he has different sizes. You can get little things of tortillas. I think this was like $25, and it had 5 packs of little tortillas. These are the packs of tortillas, and they have 24 little tortillas in them, 1 net carb. So I can eat like 5 of these in a serving. I could go up to 8. But really, these are very filling if you make a little taco out of them. You make a little grilled cheese sandwich out of them. These are really, really good, and they have different flavors, and I'll put a link to these. I'm not endorsed by Mr. Tortilla, but if you want to endorse me, you go right ahead, Mr. Tortilla, because I love these. These are really good. I got the multi-grain. I think they have different flavors, but I've only tried the multi-grain. So these are good. I love these. These are a great substitute for bread. I can make a little roll-up sandwich on it, or grilled cheese, like I said, or a taco. I love a recipe. I've done a video for it before of Cuban roast pork, and it makes great tacos with this. So that's my kind of go-to. That's what I've been eating for the last week, because I did get a Boston butt, and I cooked it in my crock pot and did the Cuban pork recipe, and I've been eating it on these tortillas for about a week. So and they are so delicious, I can't tell you. And the secret to it, I have found, is I used fresh herbs. Usually I use the dried herbs, but this time I said, well, I'm going to go all out. I bought the fresh herbs from Walmart, so I don't know how fresh they were, but they really made a difference in the recipe. So if you can use fresh herbs, that's my hint. Use them, because they make a difference. But anyway, this is my go-to bread substitute right now. And if you have an Aldi has a bread. I might have a loaf of part of the loaf. I've been eating this. This is the Lovin' Fresh, keto-friendly, vegan multi-seed bread. Okay, I've seen other people review it, and they didn't like the wheat bread. I don't particularly care for the wheat bread, but I love this multi-seed bread. It toasts great in the toaster, and I love nothing more than on Saturday morning, my thing is to get up, fix me 2 pieces of toast with some cheese, or sometimes with cinnamon and sugar. You know, that great cinnamon toast I used to get when I was little, and a cup of coffee. That is my Saturday morning ritual. But anyway, this is great bread for that. It makes a great grilled cheese sandwich, or just a regular sandwich. And it equals out to, let me see. It actually has 9 grams of carbs per slice and 9 grams of fiber, so it equals out. If you were doing keto, I know this says keto friendly, but it's not. This is low carb friendly, not keto friendly. But I do love the bread. I love the taste of it, and it's not nearly as expensive as other breads. I've seen keto bread that is like $30 a loaf. Now that's crazy. I can't spend that kind of money. This is expensive for me. This is $4 a loaf. But I do buy 1 loaf every week. That is my treat to myself. But anyway, let's get to the Amazon haul. Like I said, the Mr. Tortilla, I did not get this from Amazon. I got this off of Facebook, and I will put a link to their actual website in case you want to try some. I have really enjoyed them. These other items I got from Amazon, and I will put links to them, and I am an Amazon affiliate now, so the affiliate link, you will get the same price if you bought it without going through my link, but I will get a little something if you purchase it through my link. But this is a psyllium husk powder. This is great to put in baking. It kind of bulks it up and gives it more of a bready texture. And the carbs in it is 8 carbs in a tablespoon, but 7 grams of fiber in a tablespoon. If you put a tablespoon in something, that is more than enough. It will bulk it up and give it a kind of a bready, spongy texture that's great in baking. So I do use that a little bit. And now for sweeteners, I use 2 different sweeteners. Let me see if I have a bottle of sweetener down here. Yes, I do. Okay. For my sweetener, for my tea and my coffee, and some of my baked goods, I use the sucre drops. It is sucre, let's see what it says. No carbs, no calories, no aftertaste. Safe for diabetics. Same taste as sugar. Used to bake or cook. And it has 0 calories, 0 sugars, I'm looking, y'all. I don't have my glasses on. And there's like 2,000 servings in a container. So I put a few drops in my coffee, a few drops in my iced tea, and it is super sweet. So I use this, and with Amazon you can buy 2 packs of this and 2 little travel sizes, which I keep one in my purse in case we go out, which we don't do much anymore, to put in a to-go drink. So I love this sweetener. And then if I'm baking, or I love to make the low-carb French toast or low-carb waffles, I like to mix this BOCHA sweet. And this is the, let's see, this is just the regular BOCHA sweet. If you take this and put it in the food processor, you can grind it down and make it like powdered sugar, and that makes a better icing and things for sweet things. But this is great to mix in bacon too. It bakes and cooks and tastes just like sugar, and it has 3 carbs per tablespoon. So and you don't really need much of this when you cook. So I use this, and I will put a link to it. And I also use Anthony's organic wheat fiber. This is kind of like the PSYLLIUM husk. I kind of use them interchangeable when I'm testing out recipes to see which one gives a better texture. This is another thing that just kind of bulks it up, makes it a little thicker, because almond flours and things don't have gluten in them. They don't get that bready, gooey texture of bread dough. So that's what I use. And this is organic oat fiber. It has 4 grams of carbs per tablespoon and 3 grams of fiber. So this is good. Use it sparingly also. So I love to use this when I'm baking. And then another thing, sometimes I like to make a smoothie if I'm not going to do a meal. So I take just a few berries, some almond milk, and then I put some of this Isopure protein powder in it and make a smoothie, and it tastes just like a milkshake. I mean, I love it. Sometimes I add an egg in it if I need a little protein or I'm not going to have any breakfast. But this is 0 carbs, 0 sugars, 100 calories per 1 scoop. So you would use 1 scoop in like a 8 to 10 ounce smoothie, or a 16 ounce if you didn't want to thicken it up very much. But this is good, and this comes in all different flavors. They have cookies and cream, which is really good too. They have a chocolate that is good. You can add that, make you chocolate milk, chocolate almond milk, so that's really good. And my almond milk, I just buy that from Aldi's. It's really good. I don't have any problem with it. I love it. Right now, if I thought about drinking a real glass of milk, I probably couldn't do it because it's so thick. But anyway, and the last thing that I got from Amazon is the almond flour, finely sifted. This is great for baking if you want to make pizza crust. There's lots of low-carb bread recipes if you want to make your own bread and control all the ingredients and the amount of salt and everything. These are all great low-carb staples. But as I said before, you don't need any of these necessarily if you want to go low-carb. You can just go to your grocery store, read labels. That's all you got to do is read the labels. To me, low-carb is a lot easier than keto. Keto has a long list of things that you're not supposed to eat. You're not supposed to have soybean oil, which I love my Duke's mayonnaise. I'm not one of those people that makes their own mayonnaise. I love Duke's, and it has soybean oil in it, so I do use Duke's mayonnaise. And I do use the prepared bread and the tortillas. Keto is all about fresh, non-processed foods. Low carb, or dirty keto, as some people call it, is about just counting your net carbs or your total carbs. So I guess I'm doing low carb, dirty keto. I count my net carbs. I don't worry so much about if something has wheat in it or things like that. I just look at the carbs. I try not to do a whole lot of processed stuff, but I do work a full-time job, so it is hard to do everything from scratch. I can't come in here and bake my own bread and make my own mayonnaise and my own ketchup. But there are lots of recipes out there that'll tell you how to do that. But I just can't do that right now. But anyway, I want y'all to join with me. I'm going to try to make this new year a new me, or get back to the old me. I don't know which one it is, but I'm going to try to keep up with this every week and let y'all know my progress and share some recipes or some tips that I found along the way. But remember, if Sissy can do it, you can do it too. And if we got to do it twice, we'll do it twice, because we are going to get there in the end. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.